Hey, hello everybody, my name is Coolblue. I'm bringing you guys viewer playcast number 58, and I think I said it as fast as I possibly could. I think that's about as fast as I can go. So, anyway, let me go ahead and repeat that a little bit slower so you guys actually know what I said. I'm going to bring you guys viewer playcast number 58. I just want to see how fast I can say that, and I think I tripped over my words just a tad bit. Maybe you guys can understand it, maybe not. But anywho, this is a viewer playcast. As always, it's a viewer replaycast. I'm not going to tell you guys who sent it in until the very end, because the general assumption is the person who sent it in is probably on the team that lost, and we don't want no spoilers here. So we are going to just let this, go through its course as fast as it can. Oh man, perfect song for it. For those who don't know, check out "As Fast as You Can" by Fiona Apple. Awesome song. Shout out to Fiona Apple and all that stuff. Anyway, also had to do something else too. Oh right, yes. I need to switch my overlay. Ha. Because last time that almost got me in trouble. Actually, it did get me in trouble last time. Long story short, I had to record a viewer playcast like 4 times. Actually, 3 times. The last one, the one right before this one, I recorded that one 3 times. Which is why it's taking me so long to get these out. So, anywho, this is actually the last viewer playcast I have in my queue. So I would gladly, graciously ask anybody that has a viewer playcast, please send them in. It takes me extremely long time to get to them. And when I do run out, I don't realize I ran out, because actually I had 4 in queue and 3 of them expired. I usually download them as soon as I get them, which will let me hold on to it for forever, and it won't expire on me. But yeah, I somehow let 3 whole entire view replays expire on me. So yeah, hopefully it goes out a little bit better next time. But yes, needless to say, this is my last view replay cast. Outside of this, I can start doing Reddit cast to fill the time, so you guys can start streaming your viewer replay cast if you guys want me to cast those, or if you guys want me to cast some pro matches, I will gladly cast those too. I just don't want to actually pay for the tickets, but I guess I can suck up a $10 ticket purchase here or there. It won't be that bad. It's all to the viewers. Whatever the viewers want, that is what Coolblue shall deliver, relatively speaking. Of course, I have to balance things out. So yes, viewer replay cast. Now I'm going to say special outside of that. Outside of, ooh, I see a Bristle and I also see a Necrolyte. I'm actually pretty happy to see this game. Whatever team wins, I will be happy. That's all I had to say. Whatever team wins, because I am kind of excited to see a Bristle. You usually don't see a lot of Bristles get played. And Necrolyte, same thing for Necrolyte. You usually don't see a lot of Necrolytes get played. More so in pubs. Pro matches, maybe you see 1 or 2 here or there. Actually, no, I don't think Bristle has been played at all in pubs. Or not pubs, pro matches. Man, that's actually making me pretty sad. He's like the Spear Breaker. He's awesome, but nobody plays him. So anyway, that was a random draft actually, so I really do wish I knew who was in the pool, but sadly I don't. So we'll just have to deal with it. We just have to take what these guys picked and said those were some awesome picks, OP picks, the most OP picks in the pool, that is. And let me go and do introductions. Start off on the side of the Dire. Of course, on this Necrolyte we have the Vault Dweller, so shout out to Fallout 3 and or all other Fallout games that ever came out. On this Bloodseeker we have Border Patrol. Moving over to Juggernaut, who has this awesome mask. It looks like he can't see at all. It's a rare mask, cool. We have Taco on him. On this Visage we have Jimmy Jimmy Hatcorn. It's like Jimmy Crackcorn, but not. And there's also a lion symbol in there. Nice little touch on there. Moving over to this Rubick, who I think is the last person on the side of the Dire. We have Redwin on him. I think I got everybody. I hope I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. Alright. So let's move on to introductions on the side of the rating side. Start off with, of course, is Naga Siren, who's going to be playing what looks to be a supportive role, and or she got pulled stuff. I'm not too sure what's going on there. But we see Apex on Naga, and already I see something I do not like. Magic Stick early, but I'll talk about it a little bit later. Give a few theories as to why that's not necessarily the best thing to go for. Moving on to this Lina, we see Josh McCoy on the Lina. Down on this Bristleback, we see Hippo on him. Moving over to this OD, or Outworld Devourer, or Outworld Destroyer, or Otherworld Devourer, Destroyer, and or Obsidian Destroyer. I mean, whatever they want to call him. This name seems stable, so Outworld Devourer. We see Zach Babbles on him. And last but not least, for all the callouts around the map, we see Raybit on that Viper, and that pretty much ends all the callouts. So as far as lane matchups go, it looks like we're going to have a tri-lane down bottom. Interesting stuff. Bristleback is actually blocking creeps, which is something that you don't want to do when you're playing in the safe lane, because it will push their creeps into tower range, which will kill these creeps fast. So this lane is actually going to push out, despite Bristleback's best effort to make this lane not push out. Which is actually severely counterproductive. Severely counterproductive to progress. So this lane should be pushing back to right about, I want to say right about there. Because the creeper should be meeting right about there. We got Rubick actually run away. Run! Run, White Wind! Run, Rubick! And let's go ahead and bring up the last instant eyes. Alright, so speaking on Naga, the reason why I don't like the magic stick so early on Naga is basically because that's 200 gold down the drain, and it's not going to be able to get her too terribly much. At level 1, people don't have spells to spam. Like Necrolyte, he might have one. Oh, actually, Necrolyte might be going out here very soon. No, not enough damage getting done. Rubick actually pulling Bristleback right back into tower range, and Bristleback get a nice little proc of his Bristleback, and no, he popped his cool spray. That's what it was. Almost got a kill on top of Necrolyte though. And healing salve is getting used all around. Healing salve on one, healing salve on the other. Actually, clarity potion used on top of Bristle. So Bristle wants more damage. He wants more punishment. I think he needs to be extremely careful though, because of course if he gets cut out, he could be just the easiest first blood of the day alive. And he also doesn't have any points on Bristleback yet, so he's not all as survivable as he wants to appear. So creep wave will be pushing this way. Necrolyte trying to deny creep. Actually, Bristleback going to be getting caught in the worst way possible. There's a telekinesis on top of Rubick. Rubick actually not in range right now. Bristleback just run as fast as he possibly can, and he'll be able to make it else on alive. Holy crap, that should have been a dead Bristle, but Bristle said, "No, bro, I'm Irish, so I'm a brawler. That means I live." Meanwhile, Naga doing a nice little single pull. Single pulls don't necessarily kill the entire creep wave, so there's 2 additional creeps for the rating in this lane, as you guys see right there. And actually, speaking of lanes, let me go and call the lanes. So, like I said, tri lane down bottom. We got a Naga, you got, oh man, Viper up top. Viper up top does go down. I just barely caught, or didn't actually catch it. I caught Juggernaut's death. But I saw his HP going down. You see the nice little green splatter right there? Because I'm using low violence mode. Because I am a patriot. That doesn't make sense, I know. That doesn't make any sense at all. Enough of my belligerence, whatever that word means. We see Viper, he did lose first blood. That's going to send him back for whatever he was trying to build, which by the looks of it, looks like he's going for probably the Ring of Aquila into, I don't know, whatever Viper builds. Stout Shield, not Stout Shield, Vanguard maybe. I really don't like Vanguard on Viper, but it makes him really survivable. And also when you put that with corrosive skin, it just gives so much survivability to Viper. It's kind of like a special case. Anyway, mid we got OD versus, oh man, Bristleback actually really low down bottom. Will he be going down? No, he does not go down. Lina does get a kill on top of Rubick though, but Bristleback got extremely low. Or I saw his HP get extremely low. I'm not too sure where the HP came from, but it came from somewhere. Actually, Necrolyte doing quite a bit of damage with that Heartstopper's over to Bristle. Bristle will be backing up. And this bottom lane is actually a very dangerous lane because Naga does have the net. So net could be extremely easy net into Lightning Strike Array into all the damage that Bristleback can do with his cool spray. We got Viper on the run. Viper will be able to make us online. Juggernaut pops his spin, so it's going to be a lot of mana well wasted and no kill converted. He actually needs to go ahead and get his boots, or phase boots. Probably boots, so he can actually keep up with Viper, because Viper does have boots as well. And Viper's actually doing quite a bit of damage to Visage, so Visage just might be going out here very soon. Viper trying to keep up, but no, that's only 1 point inside of Netherin Toxin. Not as much HP. It won't be taking away as much HP as I thought it was. Necrolyte throws, Visage throws out the Grave Shield right on top of Viper. Juggernaut trying to run towards him. He can throw out the spin if he wants to. He has his boots now. And I think if he does, yes, this will be a dead Viper, so Viper will not be able to get out alive. This is Visage around the corner, so Visage will be able to help out as well. Juggernaut gets a kill on top of that. Viper does go up one hurrah, and actually OD gets a kill on top of Courier mid. So Bloodseeker, I really do hope he got his item, but it looks like he's got a bottle. He's actually out of mana right now. His intelligence is a whole entire two intelligence, guys. He has 28 mana. There we go. He finally has mana now, so he can leverage that bottle now. It's actually one really cool thing you can do when you do have such low intelligence versus an OD, is you can leverage that. You can leverage the crap out of that. Just start using those bottle charges, because bottle charges, it does restore only 70 mana. So if you have 26 mana total, and you restore all of that, and then you start getting your intelligence back, it will fill your pool up pretty darn fast. And actually, as soon as I said that, Bloodseeker's mana pool just goes away, because OD did throw out the Ashram Prism. Meanwhile, I got Bristle actually getting really aggressive on top of Necrolyte. It should be a dead Necro. Bristle uses one more cruel split. He does not get it. Not enough damage. Lina able to finish off from the backside. Lina does a lot of damage on top of Rubick. Rubick trying to run away. Pop himself a magic wand. He'll be fine. And let's go ahead and see how many magic wand charges Naga has. 4. Okay. More than I expected. More than I expected. But still, I would still argue that Magic Wand was not the best of things to go for first. Looks like Naga's going to be saving up for something really pretty. I'm assuming maybe Arcane Boots, maybe even Power Chest, maybe Tranquil Boots, whatever she decides to go for. I'm not too sure how exactly this Naga's going to be playing, but we'll be seeing that very soon. Meanwhile, mid, Bloodseeker versus OD. Bloodseeker has full mana and full HP. He actually pops himself a regen rune. I think it activated on his own, or maybe he was trying to fill up some mana. But he has his ulti. He needs a little bit more mana before he can actually use it. OD, he's actually out of mana right now, so OD needs to be really careful, because if Bloodseeker throws that ulti on top of OD, there's no way OD is going to be able to make it out of that one alive. Meanwhile, on top, I don't think I finished calling this lane, but we got a Juggernaut Visage versus a Suicide Solo Viper who's actually building phase boots, so he's going for that kind of build. Moving as fast as possible can while doing all the damage in the world. Juggernaut taking quite a bit of damage from Viper. The creeps do get aggro from Viper, and now we see mid. We got OD. Where's Bloodseeker? Oh, Bloodseeker rotating down bottom. He wants to go for a kill. We see it, everybody getting aggressive. Actually, Viper goes down up top. Viper playing a little more yellow than I expected, but he's going for it. Speaking of people who are going for it, Bloodseeker's actually trying to see if he can go for a kill down bottom. Nobody's really as low as he wants them to be. He only has, I want to say, 2 points in thirst. Actually, he has 1 point in thirst. And thirst, it's a really nice skill for helping him find people who are really low and then going for the kill for him. He's actually waiting to see if anybody creeps around this corner. They do know he's here. There's a Zervoid over here by the Radiant, so they definitely know that he's here, and they know the whole entire crew's here. Lina needs to go ahead and start running as fast as possible can, because if she gets telekinesis, she's dead. That's the deadest Lina I've ever seen. But no, Rubick actually backs away. Rubick really needs to be in the front. Ulti coming up from Bloodseeker. Lina's gonna go ahead and stay still. Throw a lightning strike away. She actually might be able to kill a Necrolyte. She did focus it, but no, she focused the Bloodseeker instead. Very, very bad choice of people to follow. We got Necrolyte actually healing up quite a bit. Naga going to be able to get the kill on top of that. Bloodseeker's trying to go for the kill on top of Naga. Meanwhile, we got Rubick telekinesis pulling Naga around the backside, getting a stun right on top of this Bristleback. Bristleback actually not level 60 yet, so not a lot of damage. Naga does go down to the Rubick, and now Bristle's on the run. Bloodseeker can do whatever he wants, but they should not be able to kill Bristle if Bristle does right. Actually, Bristle gets a kill on top of Rubick. Pretty funny stuff. Now we might be seeing a kill happen on top of Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker throws out a silence on top of Bristle. Bristle shouldn't be dying. He's going to keep his back turned towards. Actually, no, he will be dying. There's an OD around the corner. Oh, sorry, same team. Same team, never mind. He'll definitely not be dying. Viper trying to run as fast as he can. He's actually getting harassed quite a bit by Juggernaut. Juggernaut is not, or he is level 6, but he doesn't have his ult yet. A lot of damage getting done by Visage, and there's a dead Viper. Easy kill, as easy as what these guys just said. Easy game, easy life, easy kills. And OD did rotate down bottom, saved the life. Well, he didn't necessarily save the life of Bristle. Bristle should not have died. I want to say he had 3 points inside of his Bristleback at the point, or at that moment. Maybe. Even with 2, the damage from Bloodseeker's silence wouldn't have done nearly enough. 20 damage that ticks for 6 seconds. That would be a whole entire 120 damage with Bristleback's reduction. Actually, hold on. Also keep in mind that's magic damage too. So that itself is reduced by 25%. So that means the person only feels 15 damage per tick. So 15 times 6. Yes, that's right, guys. We learned math here at Cool Blue Dota. That would be 90 damage that he'll feel, and also you have to reduce it by Bristleback's Bristleback, which was at level 32, or sorry, at level at level 3 was given 32% magic resistance. So once you reduce it, it's like pretty much not a lot of damage. Naga throws out the down top of Juggernaut. Juggernaut will be a dead Juggernaut. This is going to be easiest kill of their life. Naga needs to go ahead and throw out the splash. As the splash can throw, and Juggernaut throws out the healing ward. They need to kill that healing ward. It's going to be healing up for quite a bit. Besides, familiars do come around the corner, try to go for a stun. They just taunt at a stun, and here's Visage coming around the corner. Naga ulti does fly, and it will be healing up, but Juggernaut's healing ward is going to be healing up for way too much. And here comes a Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker looking for an ult on top of Naga. Naga needs to go ahead and TP out. She will be TPing out. Viper will not be so lucky. He'll be going down. This is going to be a kill for Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, down bottom, we see OD does get a kill on top of 2. Viper does go down on Bloodseeker. Viper really wishes he had a TP score right now. And all he wants to do is finish his phase boots. Meanwhile, mid, there's a Bristleback, who has a Ring of Aquila pushing the lane like a boss. Those creeps has 2 extra armor, which means they survive for just a little bit more. Dire Structure's fortified, as you heard the lady say. And let's go ahead and take a look at the items, because I see a Force Staff coming up on Visage. Not Visage, OD, which would be pretty darn cool. Moving on to items, starting off from the top, moving our way down. Starting off with, of course, the Radiant. We see Viper building himself phase boots. He's going to be he's a little ways away from that. I think he's about 200 gold off. Meanwhile, we see Bristleback. He's building himself a Ring of Aquila, probably into a Vanguard. I've seen it a few times. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think Bristleback needs to go ahead and get a Rod of Atos because it's awesome. But then again, that's a lot of gold. That is a lot of gold. And it doesn't really give you as much as maybe a Vanguard would early on. Anywho. We see Lina, she has Earn the Shadows, really nice for her. It will give her some nice stats, some nice regen, which is definitely what Lina needs. And yeah, she'll be able to survive all those engagements. Moving on to OD, Force Staff almost completed. He needs 1,000 more gold and he'll be finished. Mine more minerals, this is exactly what it just said. But sadly, there's no mineral patch to mine. You must kill things in order to get money. If only that was true in StarCraft. That'd be pretty weird. That'd be pretty crazy. Anyway, we got Bristleback. He's in a lot of trouble. He's actually standing here. He has the ulti of Bloodseeker on top of him. That's what it was. If he had the ulti of Bloodseeker on top of him, he could have just continued to run. He might have been able to survive, or maybe at least get these guys close to the tower to be a little bit more risky. But yeah, he probably still would have died regardless. Yes, don't forget, guys, I have low violence turned on my Dota. If you guys haven't picked up on that by now, I've actually had it turned on for quite a long time. But low violence basically makes all the blood turn green. It's kind of awesome. Especially when Bloodseeker pops his ulti, it just makes it like everybody has grease all around him. It's hilarious stuff. And I actually turned it on because I want to see the new Skeleton King model. And also the new Pugna. Or as they call it on the internet, Thug Life Pugna. That's what I'm talking about. Want some Thug Life Pugna in this game because Chin's not thug enough for us. That's all I gotta say. Chin's a thug, man. That guy goes into the jungle, convinces creeps to do his work, and then he kills everybody. And then he heals everybody for free. Anyway, we got Viper. He's going to be going down here very soon. I hope Juggernaut doesn't use ulti on top of him. No, he doesn't. Actually, Juggernaut out of mana for the ulti. If he has ulti, he should be... this would have been an easy kill on top of Lina. Lina will be able to TP out. Visage stuns. They can come through. They will... Oh my gosh, just barely missing. Holy crap, very close. Almost able to get that. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker down bottom, healing up a little bit with these creeps. These guys will be pushing this lane. The only people here to defend are, of course, Naga and OD. OD not necessarily the highest on mana. He has enough for his ulti, that's really about it. Excuse me. Actually, no, he has enough for ulti and maybe an Astral Imprisonment. I'm actually quite shocked to see 1 point at Arcane Orb before he maxes Astral Imprisonment, but it's not that huge of a deal, I guess. Me personally, I would prefer to see... I would definitely prefer to see Astral Imprisonment max first before I see Essence Orb max. But 1 point inside Arcane Orb, it's not that big of a deal. Naga ulti does fly. These guys are going to be set up again. This is going to be a bad fight for these guys. Ulti coming up from OD. There's a net coming out right on top of Rubick. Actually, Rubick steals a song from Naga. Holy crap, disengage from the fight. This will be the end of that whole entire thing. Naga did throw a net, but Rubick stole the song before the net went through. Rubick types in swag. This might be a dead Rubick, though. But Rubick... Actually, no, it's Necrolyte. Necrolyte throws out the heal. Bloodseeker, he's around the corner. Oh my gosh, ulti comes on top of Naga. Naga's forced to stay still for a whole entire 5 seconds. She has her team around the corner. Rubick actually does a nice little bit of damage to her. Ulti comes out from Necrolyte right on top of OD. Easy kill, easy regen. And this will be a jump charge popped by somebody. Naga's going to be on the menu. Bloodseeker wants to go for the kill. Viper here is here to help. He's trying to slow as much as possibly can. Just one more silence is all Bloodseeker needs to get for the kill on top of Naga, or maybe one auto attack. A lot of HP regen going his way. Meanwhile, we got Bristleback coming. I don't know where Bristleback came from, but he did come in. We got Bloodseeker. He's about to die. Bloodseeker does go down. Silence tried to come on top of Lina, wasn't enough, and Rubick stole something. Rubick stole Lightning Strike Array. Very good spell for him to have. This will be a dead Juggernaut here very soon. Actually, no, Juggernaut does make it alive. Positive Earn Charge coming from Lina on top of her ally, and she just might be going down here. The familiars are doing quite a bit damage. Rubick able to finish off the last hit. Rubick actually almost going down. Buckler getting popped by the Visage, and this is going to be everybody running away as fast as possibly can. 2 TPs coming in, 1 from OD, 1 from Naga. These guys want to go for the kill. Force that forward from OD. OD throws out the Astral Imprisonment, and this looks like this might be a dead Necro. There's a lot of damage coming his way. Viper's here as well. This will be a dead Necro. Necro going down. Visage not able to help us out. And that's pretty much the end of that whole entire series of unfortunate events for everybody who died, of course. Pretty impressive play, of course. Pretty impressive play coming out from the Rubick. Nice little song still. And let's go and take a look at the goal graph because I haven't looked at this at all. The goal graph was in favor of the Radiant, but now it's just swooped right on back towards the Dire, mainly because they essentially won that fight. Everybody diving that close to the tower, trying to go for the kill after Rubick disengaged the fight with the Naga song was a huge mistake. I'm trying to draw on the map, but you guys can't see. That general area, that's like a no man's land when there's so many people on the Dire side there. It doesn't matter how much support you have on your side. If there's like 4 people on the Dire side, and there's like, you know, okay, maybe it does matter, and there's like 3 people on your side, you guys are probably going to lose because they have tower advantage. Meanwhile, down, at middle tower, we see a lot of damage getting done to Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker does go down. Bristleback, he's going to be forced to take all the damage. He might be going down here very soon. He does go down to the tower, but it does get split amongst everybody. Naga's here mid. Naga ulti is not up for another 35 seconds, so these guys need to be very careful about choosing the fights. Juggernaut ulti, Juggernaut spin does fly. His ulti can fly, but he's actually out of range. Sorry, he couldn't move for a few seconds, and Naga throws out the nice little splash or riptide. I like to call it splash because it sounds cooler. Naga Siren used a splash. It does 0 damage. Aww. Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. Oh, okay. Anyway. Sorry, that's trademarked. Chikapoo, use Thunderbolt. I totally didn't say Pikachu. So moving on down here, we see these guys have a nice little pain train going on. They're looking for some fights. They want to go for the kill. Necrolyte ultis up, Juggernaut ultis up, and Rubick has a lightning strike array. So this could end badly for if my dude does want to go for a fight. OD throws out the force staff. He astral imprisonment to Juggernaut. Juggernaut says, "I don't care, bro." Gets his ulti off on top of 3 people. So, that's a level 2 ulti. A lot of damage coming the way. Ulti come out from Necrolyte. He does get a kill, but Necrolyte did go down first. And we got Juggernaut actually spinning as much as he possibly can, getting a lot of damage on top of Lina. Bristleback able to pick up the kill on top of that. Actually, no, Lina picks up the kill on top of that. We see a lot of damage getting done to Bristle. Bristle says, "Hey, bro, I'm a baller. You can't do all that much damage because I'm a shot caller." Throws out a snot. Says, "Rubick, you're my tissue." And very soon, oh my gosh, Rubick actually throws the telekinesis right on the backside. Bristle still might be able to get the kill. One more Bristleback. Oh man, he needs a spike. He will be able to get the spike because of the damage coming out from Visage. Lucky spikes are lucky. And that's essentially a team wipe on the Radiant side. I didn't realize that everybody on the Radiant side had died, but Bristleback was the last one there. He is in fact building himself a Vanguard. And he's also going for power trades. Vanguard, like I said, it does make Bristle really tanky. For lack of a better word, it makes him tanky. Of course, I really do hate saying the word tank because there's no such thing as tank in Dota. I don't care how much armor you have, you're still gonna die really fast if somebody or you have the whole entire enemy team focus you. You can maybe 1v5 like level 1 people, like people who literally haven't collected experience the whole entire game. You're level 25, maybe then, but otherwise no. If they're equal, even slightly less footing, you're probably gonna die. Anywho, we see a Juggernaut getting stunned. Lina does miss a stun. A stun did not come out in time. We got Visage throwing out a few auto attack damages, a few right clicks saying, "Hey, here's what you get for your troubles." Visage familiars will be healing up around the backside. Necrolyte in the jungle, farmed himself up something pretty. Looks like he's going for I really do hope it's not an Orchids, but it could be an Orchids. I actually never considered an Orchid Malevolence on Necrolyte, but it's probably because it's not that good. And probably because it's not that good mechanically. Yeah, sure, maybe if you silence somebody and then do all your damage, you can get quite a bit of burn on top of them with the Orchid Malevolence. And the silence will be really nice for keeping people from running away, like Naga, Siren. But then again, on the flip side of all that, I don't think Necrolyte really needs Orchids. He definitely needs some HP, and he also needs some intelligence. So we have a bigger mana pool. Naga TP's out. She wants to go for the fight. Man, her ulti's up. These guys can't engage the fight. Juggernaut getting astral imprisonment. He's the only one here. He's actually out of mana. Besides, throws out the grave shield right on top of OD. OD trying to throw out attacks, but not enough. Meanwhile, Juggernaut spinning in a circle. Juggernaut, Bloodseeker does get the kill right on top of OD. We got Bristleback going toe to toe with Visage. Meanwhile, we got everybody else. The whole entire team fight is in shambles. We've been ready to say, "Hey, bro, we don't want to fight here anymore." Juggernaut and Bloodseeker are chasing this Viper. Viper is going to be going out. He face boots. Actually, beautiful stun coming out from Lina. She does kill the Bloodseeker. No vision for these guys. Necrolyte ulti does fly. I don't think it caught it. Or I think it killed somebody. I think it killed Bristle. Now we got Necrolyte popping a heal. He's getting crazy amounts of regen. Look at all the regen coming on top of him. Just because of those status stacks. And we got Visage. He's on the backside trying to run as fast as possibly can. He's actually taking a lot of damage. He will be going down to, of course, the Lina, who's actually a baller right now. She said, "Hey, I'm a baller. You can't kill me, bro." Necrolyte says, "You can't kill me neither, bro." And Rubick still something. Rubick still's lightning strike array. A nasty combination coming on top of Lina. If he does land it, he does miss it completely. Holy crap. Even with the Visage familiar stuns, that should have been a dead Lina, but no, she makes it out alive. Rubick, not able to line it up, but it doesn't matter. They did win the fights overall. Basically free kills everywhere, and pretty intense stuff going on, guys. Pretty intense stuff. Not every day you see some pretty intense fights like that. Randomly intense fights. Of course, you always see random fights like that. Because, hey, we live in America. Or, sorry, I do. You guys might not. Necrolyte really low, trying to rely on his status to actually get healed, but it's only a status level 2, so it was not giving him as much regen as I thought it was going to give him, but it doesn't matter. He's actually going to pop a heal, and now he needs more last hits. He's very smartly so going to run back to base, because he's actually really useless right now. No mechanism coming up on Necrolyte. That's one big thing to point out. I am a advocate of a mechanism on Necrolyte because it makes him extremely, well, not extremely survivable. It makes him deceptively survivable, meaning that somebody can just initiate on top of you, and you can just say, "Oh man, you're doing so much damage. Oh no, I'm Necrolyte. I'm gonna die." Pop yourself a mech, turn around, throw out your ult, throw out a death pulse, throw out your ult, throw out a few auto attacks, and they'll probably die. I've actually done it. Sadly, I wasn't recording when I did it, but it was pretty awesome. I think it was like me versus a bounty, or me versus a Ricky, whoever it was. They were trying to go toe to toe with me in my lane. I just got my mech, and I was like, you can't kill me, bro. And I got the kill. Of course, I was very low. Anyway, Naga is taking a lot of damage. She can't pop her ulti right now. It will not stop the Juggernaut for spinning. So you can't stop the spin, and that will be the end of Juggernaut spin. He's actually in a very bad spot. Naga is trying to come into the fight. I don't know why she came back into the fight, but she's actually still alive right now. Juggernaut will be able to finish off one more attack. We got a lot of damage getting done to OD, or Visage. Visage is going to Rubick taking all kinds of damage on the backside. Snot coming from coming from Bristleback right on top of Juggernaut. Juggernaut not too sure whether he to jump in or not. He should not. This is not where Lester leaps in, guys. He's actually going to run as fast as, or he should run as fast as possibly can, because after he ults, he'll have 0 mana left, and this will be a bad fight. He's actually going to ult in. No spin for you. He's actually getting a lot of jumps on top of Lina. Yeah, probably the ideal person to go for. Bristle, not the ideal person, of course, before he ended, and he's actually going to be taking a lot of damage on the side. Visage familiars coming out. They do not have stun for a whole entire 4 seconds, but Juggernaut will still go down anyway. And so will the familiars. Ulti coming out from Lina. Right until Bloodseeker says, Bloodseeker says, screw your life. Lina says, screw your life, bro. Ulti coming out from Necrolyte. Right on top of Bristle. That's going to be a lot of regen, but it's not fast enough. He needs 4 points inside of that Sadist, and it's only 2 points, which is where he fails at living, and that will be the end of the fight. Necrolyte did build an Urn of Shadows too. So it's as far as Necrolyte's as far as Necrolyte builds, so many points in Heartstopper's Aura is not really useful. Points and stats are probably more useful than points in Heartstopper's Aura early on. Later on in the game, having a lot of points in Sadist is really nice, because once you get a kill on top of a hero, as you guys can see, Necrolyte gains HP and mana regeneration for every unit he kills. Hero kills grant times 10 the regen bonus. So instead of at level 4, he will gain 10 regen for 6 seconds if he killed a creep or anything else. But if he kills a hero, he gets that times 10, so he gets 100 times 6, which is 600 regen, which is essentially more than the mana he spent for his ulti. So it's a lot. Visage is up top. Visage feels very afraid. These guys are trying to chew through trees. You go a nice little underground railroad right through here. Try to go for the kill on top of him, but actually Visage scouts him around the corner. I think Naga will spot it. Naga ulti is up another 4 seconds, so she can't initiate the fight. Looks like she's gonna pop a song around his backside. This might be a nice fight if they have more reinforcements on the side of the Radiant, but they don't. So I think I really do think I need to back up while they can. Too many people here. 3 people versus 3. I do not see this as a fight that the Radiant will win, especially now with the Dire so close to the tower. And also because, I mean, just the team fight power of their 3 versus these 3. Yeah, sure, Lina's Lightning Strike away and Bristleback's AoE, but I mean, Naga, she can pop her ulti and net someone. That's really about it. But if you look at in comparison to everybody else, you have Necrolyte Death Pulse, heal, giving lots of heal. His Heartstopper's Aura doing a little bit of work to everybody passively, essentially canceling all their regen. Visage with his familiars and also his stupid soul assumptions, and Juggernaut with his spins and ultis. So that specific matchup, I definitely saw the Dire winning, because they had the tower advantage. They also had the team fight advantage. But the Radiant are almost here in full force. 4 people. This would be a 4-on-4 fight if these guys do decide to fight. OD did decide to come up top to join the fight. It looks like the fight will be happening to the jungle in probably the worst spot. We'll probably see the fight happen right about there. If anybody gets caught, actually no, they're getting really antsy, backing up to the tower. Very good maneuver coming up from them. Meanwhile, as far as everybody else, he's got Bloodseeker down bottom. He's building himself a Manta style, really nice stuff. He also has a haste rune held up, and we got Astral Prisoner coming up from OD right on top of somebody. There's a lot of damage getting to Necro. Necro probably just wants to pop his Death Pulse. He does pop the Death Pulse, not enough. Mechanism was popped. It did not save his life. Actually, no, Mechanism was not popped. Holy crap. But he did go down very, very fast. And we got Juggernaut spinning in circles. He's trying to stay alive, but too much damage, too much right-click damage coming out from everybody else. And now the whole entire Dire side is in shambles. They will be losing this fight. Meanwhile, now we got Viper coming around the corner. He's actually throwing his poison right on top of the familiars. A lot of damage getting down to Rubick. Rubick might be going down here soon. Besides staying alive somehow, that Juggernaut's healing, we're doing quite a bit of work, keeping these guys alive. And this looks like this will be the end of the fight. Bloodseeker comes in, he smells blood, throws his ultimate on top of Bristleback. Not the best person to throw it on top of, because he can just stand still, he doesn't care. He gives 0 explicit words, and now Bloodseeker's official on the run. Haste rune popped, and that fight ended horribly. That fight ended way horribly. Or sorry, way worse than I thought it was going to end. Double urn charges coming out on top of Bristle. And of course, just in case you guys didn't know, urn charges, or the way Urn of Shadows works, only one person gets the urn charge. We got Necrolyte TPing in. He's actually going to try to deny the tower. Not going to be fast enough. He could turn around and go for the kill. He throws on top of Bristleback. He didn't necessarily get into the right position to actually get all full damage on top of him. So anyway, Necrolyte goes down, needless to say. And just in case you guys are wondering what the heck I am talking about, because Cool Blue sounds drunk. Basically, let's talk about the Bristleback. The way Bristleback works is if you're directly behind him, like it's like a vector type thing. If you're like 60 degrees, or I don't know, it's like 180 degrees total or something. I don't remember the exact numbers. I can look up later. But if you're in like a 120 degree like radius type thing, wait, we see a fight happening right here. We got, who's this? This would be a dead Lina. Lina couldn't really do anything. She was caught in the worst way possible. Anyway, where's Bristle? There's Bristle. Yes, he has like a 120 degree thing that it uses to calculate his back, and it qualifies that as his back. And if you hit in that part, you will get a 32%, oh sorry, 40% of that damage block or reduced, no matter what kind of damage you took. And if you actually, hold on, let me make sure I'm recording, because that's important. Yes, I am. And if you're like it's like another additional 30 degrees on each side of that. That if you hit that part, then that's going to be counted as his side, and that will reduce the damage by 20%. Now, when Necrolyte uses ulti, Necrolyte was like relative to Bristleback's current position. Necrolyte was, oh damn it, stop moving. Hold on, let's wait for him to stop moving. Okay, he's running this way. So, relative to Bristleback's position, like Bristleback's going this way, as you guys can see. Necrolyte was right about there. Necrolyte was right about there, so it probably counted as Bristleback's side, which made not enough damage. Anyway, Bristleback get eaten the ulti on top of Juggernaut. Ulti coming out from Naga, Siren, saving the life of Bristleback's. Not enough. Necrolyte ulti did fly on top of Bristle. Bristle did go down. Too much damage coming on top of him, even with reductions. We got the spin. Ulti coming out from OD. It didn't miss Juggernaut completely because Juggernaut says, hey bro, I'm spinning. You can't do nothing. And we got Rubick stole the ulti of Viper. Threw on top of somebody. I didn't see who he threw on. Looks like he threw on top of Viper. Not Viper, Necro. Actually, on the same team. He probably threw back on top of Viper. A lot of damage getting done. Meanwhile, got the fight happening on this side. Somebody's going down. Astral Prisoner from OD was futile. He did die. Meanwhile, Lina doing a really good job in lining her stuns for the most part. Able to disengage the fight. These guys do make it alive because of that. Naga ulti was used to try to disengage the fight and save Bristleback's life. Like I said earlier, Riddle is enough. Dragon Slave coming out from Lina. Lina actually might be seeing her death here. Naga throws out the net on top of Juggernaut. And Juggernaut says, hey, this net sucks. Stun coming up from Lina does miss, and we got Naga throwing out her, oh man, okay, this is a dead Naga. Naga will be going down here very soon. Bloodseeker, not Bloodseeker, Necrolyte able to pick up kill with his auto attacks and or Heartstopper's aura. Mechanism getting popped, this middle tower will be getting pushed completely. And Healing Ward for Juggernaut, he doesn't have enough mana for it, but if he did, this will be, there we go, he now has enough mana for a Healing Ward. But these guys could have potentially kept pushing the top. Or tier 3. It'll be really risky because you have Lina with her stuns, you have Bristleback with his AoE being obnoxious. Naga's ulti is down and OD ulti is down, which is why I think they could have potentially pushed and maybe been successful. Possibly been only maybe 2 casualties max. But no, they decided against it completely. Something came on top of Roshan. Let's see what it was. Oh, sorry, probably Rubick Zap. Roshan will be going out here very soon. Grave Shield doing lots of work to help these guys kill their Roshan faster and make sure they don't take that much damage. Juggernaut, Healing Ward thrown down as well. Giving a nice little regen to everybody. That is a max Healing Ward if I'm not mistaken. So 5% HP regen to everybody around. And Rubick actually have a nice little fun in the party. Gold to everybody. Aegis goes to Juggernaut. I think Bloodseeker will be more useful with that Aegis, because Juggernaut's damage is not all that impressive. Bloodseeker, at least Bloodseeker has some nice items. Never mind. As soon as I said he built a Basher. I would prefer to see a Sanjiasha before I see the Basher on Bloodseeker. The Sanj gives him a little bit more HP, and the greater maim is really nice. Necrolyte really walking down the bottom, throwing out a nice little heal, trying to push the lanes as much as he can. One thing to consider when you're playing Necrolytes is that you can actually build boosted travel, because Necrolyte is really good at pushing because of Death Pulse. Basically, Death Pulse does 275 damage. It is relatively spammable. 5-second cooldown equates a spammable spell in Dota. And yeah, he can pretty much use it to just nuke down creep waves and just push them off. So if Necrolyte had boosted travel, he could TP up top. So he could TP up to this area, pop a Death Pulse and push that creep wave, and then walk on back mid and defend his tower. Anyway, ulti coming up from Bloodseeker around top of Lina. Lina actually taking a little bit of damage. She's trying to do what she can. She's juking. I don't know what she's doing, but she's actually still taking a lot of damage. That thing lasts forever. Holy crap, she can actually run away now. She really wants to. Naga ulti did fly, so that's going to be disengaged fight. I'm not too sure why Naga really stood, but she could have TP'd out. Ulti coming up from Necrolyte around top of OD. OD does go down. Viper on the backside, just poking the crap out of Necrolyte. But look how much regen's coming towards Necrolyte. Holy crap, and Necrolyte's regen does officially run out. Viper not going to be able to kill the Necrolyte because so much regen was on his in his favor. The ulti, sorry, Soul Assumption comes out from Visage on top of Bristle, but Bristle says, I don't care bro, I'm going to go back home and heal on up. Tower does go down, and yes, this is, Bloodseeker smells blood. I smell blood, is what he just said. So that's a lot of movement speed, a lot of armor coming his way, and that'd be it. Radiant structures are fortified. This top tower, these guys can rotate there and just go for that, but they're going to go for this tier 3 because nobody can stop them. OD will be back up very soon. His ulti is up, and so is Bristleback's ulti, and the sky is blue. That is right, guys. You heard it here first. The sky is blue, just like Cool predicted. This tower will be going down. Boom, goes the tower, and there's a mechanism coming out. Bristleback actually might be in quite a bit of trouble. He gets pulled back in. The ulti comes out from Viper around top Bristle, so Bristle's actually going to be doing a lot of damage to everybody, but he's also going to be taking quite a bit of damage. He does finally go down. Here comes Naga throwing out her illusions. Her ulti is not up right now. Sorry, illusions threw me off. OD coming in. He throws out a sheep stick right on top of Vault Dweller, who is the Necrolyte. And yeah, OD did go for sheep stick, which the sheep stick is a really nice item. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't. It's really hard to say that it's really hard to recommend another item for him to go for. I think the one thing that Necrolyte, Jesus. Actually, no, yeah, the one thing Necrolyte and the one thing OD are missing is, of course, a mechanism or some form of, hey, I want to survive these fights, so I need some form of HP. What could they build besides a mechanism? Because that's honestly the only thing I can think of. I can't theorycraft fast enough. Yeah, power treads are really nice for survivability. I'm trying to think of what else they can build. Naked Signs is not recommended. Not that it's not recommended. It's just like a Naked Signs doesn't really do much for OD, who does right-click damage to spells anyway. Maybe Rod of Atos? Anyway, ulti comes off from Bloodseeker on top of Viper. Viper says, I'm going to stand still and just turn around and try to kill you first. Looks like Viper will be able to win the... Oh, no, he's not. Nah, that thing lasts too long. Silence lasting way too long. Viper not able to cast a single spell. Bloodseeker getting all the heal in the world, and he makes it out of that one. On top, 9 seconds is the duration of the ulti, and also the silence, 9 seconds on top of that, so, jeez, that's a long time to be silenced. Sucks to be you in Dota, bro. Visage has himself an Aghanim Scepter. I need to look at the rest of the items because things are getting interesting. Lina built himself a sheep stick as well. OD sheep stick is completely completed. Bristleback has himself a Hooded Defiance. He did go for the Vanguard. I think I missed that. Viper face boost plus Sange. Looks like he's going for a Mantis or Sange and Yasha. Sange just for the HP, or maybe he's going for a Heavens. I really have zero clues. Naga has herself Arcane Boots plus a Urn of Shadows, so she was playing supportive type stuff. Necrolyte has a Necro Book level 2. Pretty funny, Necrolyte with the Necro Book. Necro Book does give Necrolyte some nice strength, I guess. Some decent strength, not the best in the world, but it gives them enough. It gives them enough. As far as other items I would recommend instead of that, definitely Rod of Atos on Necrolyte. I do love my Rod of Atos on Necrolyte. It's pretty fun stuff to use. But pretty much almost anything to tank up and you'll be fine on Necrolyte. Maybe we'll see a fight about to happen with Naga. Ulti is up, so she can't disengage the fight. She really needs to, but I don't think she needs to. Ulti comes from Necrolyte on top of Bristleback. Not enough damage. Lina does go down. Or sorry, Lina does kill the Necrolyte. Necrolyte just popped that ulti out of fear. I mean, we got Astral Imprisonment thrown on top of OD. OD does survive for a few more seconds. Those are sheeps around top of Juggernaut. Juggernaut actually taking quite a bit of damage. He will be going on. Aegis is popped, and these guys will need to go ahead and back away because Necrolyte, OD is very low. OD can't really do anything. He's actually going to turn around. Naga throws up the net on top of Juggernaut. Juggernaut spins. He's going to TP out. He's going to see if he can make it alive, but a lot of damage coming his way. Viper needs a few more attacks, but he's not going to be able to get enough. And that will be Juggernaut making it alive. Besides TPing up down to his tower, trying to protect his tower, and let's go and continue on with the items, because Necro Book was as far as I got. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker builds himself a BKB, which would be really nice, but he's actually quite broke right now. Juggernaut, he has a Desolator, and yes, thank you, Juggernaut. Gosh, I don't know why people don't like building orb effects on Juggernaut, but there have been many a times, and I've actually talked about this with one of my friends before, where I see people go for the Aghanim Scepter on Juggernaut, and they have 0 orb effects, or they don't have that much damage to begin with. And really, if you have neither one of those two, why get an Aghanim Scepter? So the reason why it's really nice to have an orb effect, which is a unique attack modifier, if you guys don't know that, which in Juggernaut's case would be a Desolator. The reason why it's really good to have that is because whenever Juggernaut ulties, it does apply the orb effect or unique attack modifier or debuff, whatever you want to call it, to whatever person he's hitting while he's jumping. And it's also really nice to stack a bunch of attack speed on Juggernaut as well. Not necessarily stack a bunch of attack speed, but build a bunch of agility type items. So that way, because if Juggernaut attacks fast enough, he can actually get auto attacks in between his Omni Slashes whenever he's ulting, while he's ulting, which is some really cool stuff. Anywho, so back onto the ulti. Whenever Juggernaut bounces from one target to the other with his Omni Slash, it does apply the debuffs, which means that everybody's going to be feeling that corrosive skin, or corruption, which is -7 armor, and also going to be feeling the extra auto attacks. And it's really nice when you have a whole bunch of AD people around, or Sun AD. Right clickers. Okay, Rubick stole something. Rubick stole Riptide. Not the most useful skill in the world, but hey, it'll be good enough for government work. But Naga does go down. Her ulti was on cooldown, or was off cooldown, so she could have used it to run away. But I was about to say, one of the things I'm actually sad to see is that Naga doesn't have a TP scroll, but she does, in fact, have a TP scroll. Let's see, what else? We see Agro sets up on Visage. He's doing that well. He also has a Medallion of Courage and a Mechanism, so really, really nice support items to have. Rubick has himself a 4-staff plus Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots as well. So that'll be it. So here comes the Death March. These guys are coming in. Naga will be back up at 20 seconds. Bristleback will be the first sacrifice. He's going to get pulled right back in, and he's actually really still survivable. Juggernaut actually taking quite a bit of damage. He actually needs to go ahead and pop his ulti. He does pop his ulti. A lot of damage getting done to OD. OD taking all the damage in the world. OD got silenced up, but OD does go down to the to the thing coming up for Necrolyte. Necrolyte ulti does fly on top of Bristleback, and Bristleback does go down. No, yeah, Bristleback does go down. And that's the Necrobook level 3. Necro War is going to be helping out with this push. Giving so much to the creeps, it's not even funny. And now we got the Fountain Farming going on. Not much Fountain Farming. Naga losers do go in, just do a little bit of damage. Not nearly enough damage. And a buyback coming up from OD. OD's ready to fight. He has his ulti. He says, hey, let's go, bro. He might need to throw a sheep stick on top of somebody important. Probably in this case, the Bloodseeker. Really important person to throw a sheep stick on. He throws out a sheep stick on top of Bloodseeker, but not before he gets silenced. Actually, that's really good because he wants to do more damage. But sadly, he doesn't have a lot of damage to begin with. All his damage comes from his magic stuff. Naga needs to go and pop that ulti and back away. But she's actually going to eat a whole bunch of soul substance charges. She's trying to get the kill on top of Rubick. Now she would be going down. I'm not too sure why the ulti did not come out. And now we got Viper. He's on the run. He's silenced up for a whole entire 9 seconds. Bloodseeker ulti he doesn't have mana for it. Viper does take a little bit more damage. GG well played coming out. Viper will be going down. And Lina just saying games. Shakes hands. Shakes head. Not sure what's going on. Not sure if trolling or serious. Alright, Bristleback going all in. He says, hey bro, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and go for the fight. You want to scrap? And actually he really needs to just turn around. Just turn around. No auto attack. Just turn around. And they'll kill themselves. Trust me, they'll kill themselves. He's a doctor. Or trust me, I'm a doctor. Bloodseeker actually almost killed himself. And the reason why I say he almost killed himself is because Bristleback, it does proc whenever he takes a certain amount of damage. Let's go ahead and hit the alt button and see how much it is. Oh wait, crap, it tells you about the degrees thing there. So, Bristleback's rear is considered to be within 70 degrees of his back. Bristleback's side is considered to be within 110 degrees of his back. So there you go. See guys, Cool Blue's not crazy. He kind of knows what he's talking about. But Cool Spray, that's what I was talking about. Cool Spray, that's what I want to see. No, okay, actually it doesn't say where. Oh, right, it says right there. Bristleback takes less damage if hit on the sides or rear. If Bristleback takes 250 damage from the rear, he releases a Cool Spray of the current level. So it's really nice because he has Cool Spray level 4. If he would have just turned around and let them punch him in the back, 1, he'll be feeling reduced damage, and 2, they'll be doing a lot of damage to himself. You know, Necrolyte, he's getting caught in the worst way possible. Ulti comes out, it will land on top of Naga, who has quite a bit of HP, so she doesn't really give any cares. Juggernaut, he's going to be the next target. He actually needs to go and throw his ulti as fast as possible. He does throw his ulti, bouncing around. He gets a kill on top of OD, and actually Bloodseeker gets a kill on top of OD, and now Juggernaut turns around, pops his BKB. BKB popped by Bloodseeker as well. These guys will be killing Naga. Says, hey bro, screw your song, we're going to go kill your stuff anyway. And now we got everybody on the run. Naga did go down, so the ulti is ended. And Lina's Lina's the next target. Telekinesis is coming up from Rubick, 4-step forward, very nice stuff. And now this will be a Viper coming up next. He's next on the menu. Bristleback's trying to say, hey bro, focus me, please. And Bloodseeker says, no bro, I see somebody who's a lot lower and a lot more juicy for target. Bash goes, and there's a kill. And meanwhile, Bristleback finally turned around, but no, it's not enough turnaround. Now Bristleback's gonna go to try to be a man. Bristleback needs to just go ahead and turn around. Just turn around, bro. Just turn around. He's throwing out the snot. Snot's not really doing too terribly much. Bloodseeker will be going out here. Even if Bloodseeker does decide to fight, Bloodseeker will be going out. And Bristle does pick up the kill. Bloodseeker says, hey, stop following me. Stop poking me. And the creeps do finally get that last proc. And that will be all the cools that they need. These are not the cools you're looking for. Juggernaut's on the run. He's getting snotted up by the Bristleback. Bristleback getting so much regen coming up from the Hood of Defiance. Plus that Vanguard. And these guys are going to decide to chase. Not very smart. Rubick will be the next target. Bristleback should be able to focus him down. Bristle actually needs a lot more mana regeneration. 4-step forward coming up for Rubick. Visage Familiars coming in. And they're going to back away as well. And so is everything. So this is showing you guys why I guess Bristleback would be the only hero in this game that you can consider a tank. Not necessarily saying that Bristleback can just jump into a fight and just go 1v5 everybody, but he's pretty darn survivable. He survived quite a bit because of his Bristleback, and he's also leveraging his HP regen too. He has +6, +11. Actually, no, +8. Sorry, 6 +8, which is 12. No, 14. Right. Of course, Cool Blue can do math. Don't worry, guys. I can do subnetting on networks, but I just can't do basic math. I don't know how it is. It's just stuff. So the tactical GGs were already called. Those are totally what those were. This game is actually still on. AC is up on Visage, which is really nice for his familiars and also really nice for his allies. Specifically the Bloodseeker. The Juggernaut, I guess, yeah, Juggernaut as well. He does a decent amount of damage. The Bloodseeker can probably do more. That does hold true. I mean, we got the Astral, or sorry, we got a Grave Shield thrown on top of OD. OD did not Astral Prism anything just yet. And the Wise is here. So not a whole lot of intelligence on top of OD just yet. He does have a lot of intelligence naturally, but there's not enough just yet to do a lot of damage with this Arcane Orb. Maybe we got the ulti coming out from Necrolyte. Does land on top of Bristleback. Bristleback does get healed up. Rubick stole something. I didn't see what it was. Rubick stole Astral Prism. That'll be huge. That's a lot of more intelligence coming his way. And he can also go for some easy kills on some other people. Meanwhile, it looks like he will be using on top of Naga if he really wants to. Naga will not be getting Astral Prism. She actually get hit with the telekinesis stun. Naga not getting anything. She's actually staying alive. Her ulti is up, so I'm not too sure why she's not popping right now. She can't just pop it so everybody can just GTFO. And the ulti does come out in a very awkward position. And Rubick stole something. Rubick stole something from Lina. Oh boy, Rubick has Lightning Strike away. Let's see if he's going to be able to land it. He's actually getting slowed up quite a bit by Viper. Viper's going to go for the kill. Pops his Viper Strike. A little bit of heal coming out from his allies, but Rubick does still go down. Too much HP missing. Meanwhile, we got the Visage throws out his Soul Assumption on top of Viper. Viper fills pretty much none of it, because it wasn't that many charges. And there's no Soul Assumption charges. Ulti coming up from Bloodseeker. That's that's HP removal, so no resistance for you, bro. Now we got Naga throwing it out on top of Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker, he's going to be in the worst, probably the worst predicament. He's trying to go for a kill. He won't be able to get the kill. Magic Wand, Arcane Boots were popped by Naga. I thought it was a Magic Wand, so it doesn't really matter. I was going to say Magic Wand popped by Naga, giving himself a little bit more HP, but it's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. So Visage and his crew of familiars just hanging out in the jungle. I guess they could try to go for the Ancients. A lot of negative armor. Oh my gosh, so much negative armor. Holy crap. More negative armor than I thought. All he's missing now is a Desolator. Well. We got... So both sides using the all talk. Roshan is in fact up. But OD says Roche, and then the other guy says, is he's up? So this is a community game, guys. See, the community's getting better. Just letting you know. And Roshan will be getting done here very soon. Visage, I'm not too sure where Visage is going, but he should be here helping his ally get that stuff. So they're just gonna sell that, probably build himself something. If you guys do not know, you can build yourself a, you can shop from the secret shop right in that general area. If you just walk into that area, right over here, you can buy stuff from the secret shop without having to walk all the way around the corner just to pick it up. So yes, Roshan does go down. The Aegis does go to Juggernaut. And OD says, I'm trying to go somewhere. Why play Dota when you don't have time? This has gotta pat my steps up. Anywho, moving on to Juggernaut. He's building himself what looks to be a Basher next, or maybe an MKB. Basher would be really nice. Or, actually no, hold on. I don't know if you can proc up Bash on your ulti, but that would be pretty nasty. Holy crap. That'd be crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up, guys. I wonder, can Juggernaut proc Bash with his Omnislide? Because if he does, I'm gonna rush like a Basher every single time. Basher, Aghanim Scepter. And do no damage. Just get bashed on top of everybody. Anywho, Bristleback looks like he's building himself a Shiva's Guard, which would be really nice for both his intelligence, so he can spam his snot, spam his quills, and also be really nice for making sure nobody else does that much damage to him, because the freezing aura you get from that is actually quite useful. Bristleback gonna go ahead and start killing creeps. Rubick stole Quill Spray. Uh-oh, guys. That's all he has is Quill Spray. No move speed from that. He's actually probably reading it right now. And what does this do? Meanwhile, on top we got the top tower being you know, attacked. Astral Prism does fall on top of Visage. Visage says, hey, I didn't feel much of that because I have so much magic resistance on you. Funny. He turns around and does a lot of damage to OD. OD actually going to be going out here very soon. But no, Visage turned into a pig. A lot of magic resistance getting reduced from Visage, and Visage does finally go down. But meanwhile, we got Bristleback going to be going down next. Bloodseeker actually really nice versus a Bristleback. The creeps will be killing themselves a Necro Book unit, and they'll be killing themselves here very soon. Viper, on the other hand, he'll be dying here very soon. He does go down. Rubick says, hey, from downtown, gets killed. Naga needs to go and pop her ult. I'm not too sure why she didn't pop her ult a long time ago. But she's actually going to turn around, throw it in net, and these guys will be turning around and go for the kill on top of this Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker will be going ahead very soon. Rubick stole net, so this will be a dead OD. Dead OD is dead, please nerf. And OD does Astral Imprisonment himself, say, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. And he will be able to make it out of alive. He turns around, kills himself with some familiars. Wow, a lot of gold. Omni Slash does come off from Juggernaut. Net comes off from Naga. Right on top of Rubick. Rubick nets her right back. And yeah, just two netted friends. Just two netted friends. Buyback coming up from Bloodseeker. He wants to run as fast as possible he can. Back into his base to kill stuff. And that will be it. It looks like that'll be it, because everybody's going to be dead. The only person coming back to defend is Lina, and she's not going to be able to do much. She has a sheep stick though. That's kind of cool. So the items did get pretty impressive, I will say that much. But as far as execution on both sides, Juggernaut almost crashed my game. That would not be cool if you would crash my game, Juggernaut. I made it this far, man. Just kill the ancient, please. Necrolyte build himself another Necronomicon? I'm not too sure what Necrolyte is planning on doing with that, but he built himself another Necro Book. Not too sure if he understands that it does share cooldown, so... Anywho, Ancient does go down. And the Dire have Mega Creep at the very end, Ancient going down, and we got Juggernaut spinning the one. GG well played getting thrown out. And yes, that'll be the end of this game. So, some silly stuff happening towards the end of that. Not too sure. No, sorry, not too surprised. Just watch the items go through. And yes, so this game was sent in to me by the Visage, according to my notes. It was sent in to me by the Visage, and I actually need to go back and let him know that that I finally casted it after like 20 months of him sending the cast. But anyway, so yeah, hope you guys. Oh, sorry, hold on, don't want to say that yet. As far as pointers to give, really fast, just going down the list. Viper, yeah. This was a random draft, so I can give every single person the benefit of the doubt. Viper, Sanji Yasha on Viper, I don't like it. If you are going to go for Sanji Yasha, go for the Yasha first, so you can actually do some damage to people. Moving on to Bristleback, I do like your build. I'm just concerned that you weren't able to do too much. I'm not too sure why that really was. That might have been because you were playing maybe a little bit more aggressive than you should have been. But then again, you are a Bristleback, so that's what you want to do. You want to be aggressive. You want to go into those fights. You want to get into the middle, or you want to get people to chase you so you can do more cool sprays. You're kind of like Singed, LOL. Or shout out to League of Legends. Pardon my language. Moving over to Lina, Lightning Strike Array, Landom. You were doing really well with your Lightning Strike Array, so I can't complain too much. I'm just being picky here. So just, yeah, you missed like maybe 1 or 2 key Lightning Strike Arrays. That's really about it. Moving on to OD, I would say max your Astral Imprisonment first before you max your Essence Aura. Definitely go back and forth with the two. Like maybe at level 8 have Astral Imprisonment maxed, and then have your Arcane Orb 1 point, and then have your Essence Aura 1 point inside of it, or 3 points inside of it. That would be fine. I just would much prefer to see your Astral Imprisonment maxed before I see your Essence Aura maxed, because your Essence Aura is really nice once you have everything else dealt with, which is your bread and butter, your Astral Imprisonment. Astral Imprisonment maxed out means you get the most possible intelligence steal that you can get, which means you can stack even more intelligence for whenever you do pop your ulti finally, you do a lot of damage. And also on top of that, Essence Aura early on, I mean, it's not doing too much for you. Sure, you can get a whole bunch of regen for 25% of your mana pool or whatever it is, with a max Essence Aura for 20. Oh, sorry. You get a lot of mana generation for 25% of the time, which is every 4 auto attacks with your Arcane Orb, of course, or every 4 spell casted. But yeah, you don't have too many mana issues until you start spamming your Arcane Orb, which is when you actually do need to have your Essence Orb maxed. So my point being, max your Astral Imprisonment first, max your Essence Aura second, and then max your Arcane Orb, as opposed to having stuff spread it out and only having 2 points instead of your Astral Imprisonment. So anyway, Sheep Stick, really nice item. I would prefer to see more intelligence stacked, as in Rod of Atos, those would be really nice, or maybe even a Sheep's Guard as well, but I'm just being really greedy here. BKB is probably definitely be necessary. Sheep Stick is really good. I really do like the fact you picked it up, so that's all I'll say about that. Moving on to Naga. As far as your build is really strange. Like I said, this was a random draft, so I can give you guys the benefit of the doubt on both sides, but even still, make sure you pop your ulti to disengage the fights. Your item build, it's not horrible. It's just it's not that useful to anybody. Heaven's Halberd, I see where you're going. Excuse me, I see where you're going with that for the Bloodseeker. But once he has a BKB, it's pretty much over. You don't need it anymore. You can't. Oh, it gives you evasion, and it'll be nice for maybe using on top of Juggernaut, whenever he's not spinning or ulting. But just in general, Heaven's Halberd, really nice when you have that one carry on the enemy side, like an Alchemist or somebody, even actually Bloodseeker. He's a perfect example. Of course, this is before BKB, so definitely use it when you do buy it, because I don't think I saw you use it at all. And also your ulti, like I said, if things are going really bad for you guys, if your whole entire team is getting slaughtered inside of your base and you're trying to run back to your fountain, don't just start sprinting towards your fountain. Don't just turn around, throw a net on one person and start sprinting back towards your fountain. Pop your ulti and then run back towards your fountain, because you just might save somebody's life. There were a lot of times where you could have just popped your ulti to disengage a fight, and you guys could have just all got away safely. You probably would have lost a tower or two, but nobody would have died on your side. There are also a lot of times where you initiate a fight with your ulti, which I would not recommend doing, unless you guys have that good of a that good of an advantage. Like if you pop your ulti catches 2 of the enemy people out of place, and you have like 5 people on your side, all there at one spot, yeah, sure, initiate the fight with your ulti, go kill those 2 people, maybe kill a tower, and then go, or GTFO. But if you pop your ulti because you thought it was like 2 people out of place, and then you walk up and you see those like all 5 of them are all there, don't stay and fight, because if you stay there with your ulti, your team's gonna say, oh, okay, this Naga wants to fight, so now we gotta go and fight this, and you're basically forcing your team into a very, very bad position. So use your song more strategically. If you pop your ulti just to say, hey, there might be 2 people caught out, go ahead and pop your ulti, walk onto it, scout out, see how everything's going. If things don't look like you guys will win the fight, just TP out. You can ulti while TPing. Or sorry, you can TP while ulting, and your ulti will keep them put to sleep, and you can just TP out, and your allies say, oh, okay, Naga's TPing out, so we need to back up, and they'll start backing the freak away. So always keep that in mind. But like I said, this is a random draft. I can give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Necrolyte. As far as Necrolyte goes, you built 2 Necro books, but the last one came at the very end, and I still think it was funny. Or sorry, I still think it was strange. Just keep in mind that Dota is a very unfriendly stacking game, where things don't necessarily stack all the same, especially things with cooldowns. Especially things with active abilities. If you have 5 Necro books in your inventory, it'll all share the same cooldown. You can only summon 1 Necro unit. Now, I understand that maybe you're saying, hey, I'm Necrolyte, I want to build a Necro book because it has Necro in it, so it's obviously my book. But Necrolyte doesn't necessarily take much advantage of a Necro book. Necrolyte really takes or hits his stride once he gets a whole bunch of strength type items, or just a whole bunch of survivability is what we call it. We don't call it tanking up, because it's not necessarily what you're doing. You're just buying a whole bunch of HP, and that HP can just go away like that, especially versus an OD who has that much, well, who can do a lot of pure damage to you, and says, screw your armor, screw your magic resistance, I'm just going to kill you anyway, with pure damage. Because pure damage does ignore both those things. It's not increased by decreasing somebody's magic resistance, the damage that it does, that is, and the damage doesn't change based on the damage doesn't change or doesn't get reduced by the amount of magic resistance that the enemy has, and also it ignores armor, which is why pure damage is nice. So, or it's nice for the enemy, not nice for you because you're on the enemies or you're against the enemy. My point being, strength items are much more useful. Intelligence items are not too terribly sought after as a Necrolyte. Although a Shiva's Guard is really nice, which is technically an intelligence item. Keep in mind the reason why people like getting it is because it gives you armor. And the reason why you want to have a lot of armor when you have a lot of HP is because you have a lot of HP. Just really, I don't want to get into too much details for it, but I probably should, so I'm going to go ahead and get into too much details for it. So armor, as far as the way armor works, for essentially for every 1 point of armor you have, you increase or you decrease the amount of physical damage that you take from physical damage by 6%. So keep in mind that's percentage. That's 6% of your maximum HP. That's 6% of all the HP that you have completely in your HP pool. So if you have 1,000 HP and you have 10 armor, you reduce the effective. Sorry, you reduce incoming damage by 60%, which is like, I don't know. That means you feel 2/3 of what comes into you or something like that. Some weird conversion, whatever it comes out to. Which means you don't feel everything. You're reducing it by quite a bit. But if you only have 1,000 HP and you reduce them by that much percentage, that means you're effectively increasing your HP by 6%. So that means you effectively increase your HP by 600, something like that, from physical damage, something like that. And yeah, that's not a lot. But if you have 3,000 HP and you increase it by 60%, that is a lot of HP you're increasing it by. You're increasing by essentially, what was that, 1,200 plus 60, so 1,800. So that means you have 3,000 plus 1,800, so you have 4,800 effective HP from physical attacks, which is really nice. So having a lot of armor after you have a lot of HP is really nice. Having a lot of intelligence on Necrolyte, like I said, is not necessarily really needed because you have Sadist, which means if you just get a kill on top of somebody, then you should get a lot of regen anyway. If you get a kill on top of a creep, you can get your regen that way. So you don't necessarily need a gigantic mana pool, which is what I think you were trying to go for, which is, like I said, not what you need. Definitely need more HP. Definitely needs more survivability items. So things like a Hood of Defiance, a pipe, maybe even, I would go as far as to say a heart. A heart is not that bad on Necrolyte. It's actually really good on Necrolyte. And then maybe Shiva's Guard, Sheep Stick, really nice on Necrolyte. Tornado Stick sometimes, really good items. So just items I can name it all out the wazoo. Rod of Atos, pretty cool item on Necrolyte. Probably not the most recommended item, but it's really fun. To be able to slow somebody and just right click them to death as a Necrolyte. So fun. Moving on to Bloodseeker, because I've lingered way too long on Necrolyte. We see Bloodseeker, he has himself a, like I said, Yasha, Basher. The one thing I would argue is that maybe finish the Sanji Yasha before you finish the Basher. That would be my only critique there. Of course, I'm just, like I said, splitting hairs with a few of everybody here, because everybody seems like they knew what they were doing, despite this being a random draft. But I would like to see a Sanji Yasha finish up before I see Basher. Now, of course, this is a really arguable point. You could say that Sanji Yasha is probably one of the most waste of time items in the game. And I would, to a certain extent, agree with you. Excuse me. Oh, never mind. I had to sneeze, but it didn't come out. Darn, that feels weird. Arguably, yeah, like I said, arguably it probably is. But as a Bloodseeker, once you do start smelling blood, once you do get somebody down to that low echelon of HP, I think you get more move speed, which does kind of translate directly into more auto attacks. So you have a higher chance of getting that greater maim, which would be really nice. If you get a greater maim on somebody who's already low HP, that means you can pretty much guarantee a kill without having to pop your ulti or waste your ulti on them. You can use your ulti on somebody else. So anywho, that's my point. I would like to see a Sanji Yasha for at least the maim. The maim is really nice on Bloodseeker, especially once you start building the AC and all this stuff. It's really fun. Basher really nice as well. Why not? Or why go for a maim where you can just stun them outright? And I do agree with that logic as well. So, like I said, it's arguable both ways. My way is probably more or less popular. Your way is probably more popular. As the way with casters. Moving on to Juggernaut. As far as your build, I do like your build. The only thing I would argue, you did build a Basher. Yay! The only thing I would argue is I would like to see a Mantis style. Like I said, just me splitting hairs. Mantis style on Juggernaut is really nice because it helps you chase. It helps you with when you go for your Omni or spins. I think it gives you a little bit more damage when you do your Omni Slash. I'm not too sure on the numbers on that. But Drums is really nice alternative to a Yasha, and it looks like you weren't going for a Mantis style at all, so it doesn't really matter. So your build is probably fine. Visage, which is the person who sent this in, thank you once again, Jimmy Hackcorn, or Jimmy Crackcorn, Jimmy Hack, or Jimmy H Alliance Corn. No. Thank you for sending this cast in. But yes, as far as your build and stuff goes, can't complain too much. You were playing a support role. You built the mechanism. You built the Medallion of Courage. Everything else is luxury, and you guys were definitely sitting in a position of luxury. So, like I said, can't complain too terribly much about your build. It was fine. You built the mechanism, can't complain about that. You had a Medallion of Courage, definitely can't complain about that. Active Scepter, more creeps to micro, sure, why not, go for it. So everything you did was fine. And Rubick, who would be the last person, you played really well as well. The only thing I would say is maybe you missed a few opportunities to telekinesis somebody and go for a free kill, but I mean, yeah, that happens all the time in games. So, anywho, that's it for this cast. I'm not going to linger on too long. I'm not going to make this last longer than it should. I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. Like I said, my name is Cool Blue. Hope you guys enjoy the cast, and I'll see you guys whenever.